Yes, yes, yes. We back, y'all. It's time. It's that time again. Ain't nothing wrong with looking at the past and looking at where you came from. Today is time for me to share more of who I am, as well as my previous work experiences. You know, the more that I share who I am, I can see I was a very different man back then. But the truth is the truth. And here we go.
What's up, YouTube world? What's going on? Good morning, good afternoon, or even good evening. Right now, I'm bringing y'all, the continuation of my story, of my life experiences, as well as my work experiences, my previous work experiences. It's been a minute since I came back to this. So I'm not sure. I think the last time I did this, I was right here at this same park. But if not, I just like being outside, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about, man. It's getting outside, doing something different than what everybody else doing, which I'm not knocking y'all. You know what I'm saying? You do your thing from the crib, you do your thing at home. That's okay. That's all good. You know what I'm saying? But Blac Don't Stop. We outside with it, man. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I just wanted to, also before I start the story, man, I just wanted to let y'all know, yeah, man, I'm definitely, glad to have the folks that's following me, liking what they liking, and things of that nature. This thing, man, I started in late March, 4 months in, man. And we getting ready to do some special things, man, moving forward. But I just wanted to fill y'all in on that, man. I appreciate y'all, and we getting ready to do some special things moving forward. Other than that, I just wanted to, like I said, man, just catch up with y'all, follow up with y'all, with this story of my life, where I started from, where I left off from was 2016, March, and I had just did the old crazy move and living with the girl by the name of Nia, that was really my friend, and trying to force it together and make it work, by leaving my spot and going to her spot. And then we was bumping heads so much, I ended up getting the boot, getting kicked out of her spot and going back home to Dixon real quick, holler at my family, made the phone call to Malcolm, and got back up with Malcolm. He allowed me to come back to his place and live with him and reset. So I'm in Rockford, Illinois at this point. We're gonna get this story rolling. I'm in Rockford, Illinois at this point, right? And I got my job at Kettleway, or Kettle Foods, a potato chip plant in Beloit, Wisconsin. Rockford, Illinois sits about 45 minutes, 30 minutes, if that, from Wisconsin, right? So the state of Wisconsin. So yeah, I'm working at Kettleway and all this stuff there. It's about March around this time, man. March of 2016. It's March. I'm living with Malcolm. I got a parole. I'm on parole, so I got a parole check-in that's coming up. They doing this thing every 3 months, right? So my address is back on Court Street with Malcolm. And so I'm just kind of like trying to figure out what I'm getting ready to do. Trying to figure out what I'm going to do and how I'm going to play this thing. My main goal right now, at this part of the story of my life, is I'm focused on California. I want to get to California, man. That's where the fuck I want to go. I want to check it out. Not only do I want to check it out, but I want to live there, right? The only person that I know in California at this time of me thinking all this and wanting to be a part of living in California, Southern California, is my homeboy Willis, right? My homeboy Willis. And we still communicating on the phone here and there, and I'm letting him know, like, man, I'm finna make this move at some point. I'm coming over there. Now, he don't know how fast it's coming, but it's coming. So at this point in my life, I know that I'm checking in with my parole agent every 3 months, and it's that time here in March of 2016 for me to check in with my parole agent at Malcolm's spot. So in my head, I'm thinking, hey, you know what? If I play this right, I could kind of practice how I would get by if I decided to just go ahead and sprint off, to Southern Cal, San Diego County, at this moment in my life, right? So I'm kind of like trying to figure out how I'm gonna play this, right? Because I know for a fact, my homeboy Willis, man, he got a wife and kids. This is actually his second wife that he with, at this time, when I was locked up for the 18-year, 50% sentence that I had, which I ended up serving 9 years and 5 months. Before I went in, he was, with his first baby mama, where he had 2 kids with. Now he with a different woman and whatnot. Either which way, I'm a grown ass man, and I don't want to be underneath his umbrella, underneath his whole thing. You know what I mean? So my plan in my head is, I get to San Diego, Southern California, anytime soon. I know that I'm gonna have to play the hotels, and I'm most likely gonna have to live out of my car, which is really the first thing, living out of my car, and then the hotels time to time. That's what I'm finna do, right? That's in my head how I'm gonna play it. So in preparation of all of this, I see my parole agent at Malcolm's spot. Boom, everything's all good. Change your address, whatever you working, yeah, okay, keep doing what you're doing. I'll see you in another 3 months. So I got 3 months out the way, or 3 months until, which will be June, until I see this parole agent again of mine. So the next 3 months, I'm just kind of like just having fun with it. I'm working in Beloit, Wisconsin. I'm talking to one of the chicks that I work with by the name of Judy, that stayed right there in Rockford. A lot of folks from Rockford was up there working in Beloit, Wisconsin. Like I said, ain't number 30 minutes away, man. So, we was all through the temp agency and stuff like that too. So temp agency, temp to get higher employment and stuff like that, man. So there's a lot of folks from Rockford over there, man. So I was talking to this chick named Judy from over there. And also, man, I had got a Planet Fitness membership. I got a Planet Fitness membership to where that membership was not just local, but anywhere on the map, in the U.S. map, I could go to the Planet Fitness, right? So I got the Planet Fitness thing just to kind of see what it would be like to work out and take the shower over there, you know what I mean, and be doing my car thing. I still got the Bonneville. I got the 9.8 Bonneville, original stock green, caramel apple green, or evergreen, not caramel apple green, but evergreen, the original evergreen color for this 9.8 Bonneville that I got. And I'm just thinking to myself, you know what? I ain't got no bills right now. Malcolm ain't tripping right now. Malcolm ain't tripping. So what I decided was, you know what? Put a little something on the car. You know what I mean? So I started shopping for some rims. I wanted to put some rims on there. And so I didn't really want to buy the actual rims fresh out the store and stuff like that there, man. I didn't want to do all that. Rims and the tires and all that stuff there, man. So I just want to be smart, spending my money. So I started shopping on, looking for this stuff, looking for rims and tires on OfferUp and Craigslist. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, it was Craigslist. It wasn't OfferUp. I was looking for rims and tires on Craigslist, right? So I did a little shopping. You know, that's what's on my mind. Like, man, I gotta get me some rims, kind of get my car looking a little bit different, a little bit more cleaner and stuff like that there. Good car, you know what I mean? It was a good car that took care of it and everything, man. At least that's what I was thinking. And I didn't, once I was shopping for the rims, you know, then that's when I kind of, later on when I actually got the rims, that's when I kind of started thinking to myself, you know what, this car might not make it to no San Diego, no California, let alone the next state going west, you know what I'm saying, which is Iowa. You know what I mean? I probably wouldn't have made it out of Iowa with this car. So, but anyway, I'm looking for some rims and stuff right now, and I don't know what's going on with my car at this point, right? So, in the meantime, in between time of me looking for some rims on Craigslist, I'm also like trying to, you know, I'm trying to keep myself preoccupied on my days off, on my time off. You know, I'm still doing a little rapping in Malcolm's basement and stuff like that. And, you know, like I said, I'm talking to Judy a little bit here and there on the phone, but it just ain't enough, right? You know what I'm saying? And at this point in time, in late March, going into late March or whatnot, I was entertaining the idea of running with these brothers from Rockford, Illinois, by the name of 100 Strong Brothers. 100 Strong Brothers was a community, a community of guys from different gang ties that dropped all that stuff, came together and said, you know, we 100 strong, and we're gonna build an organization for the community, specifically the west side of Rockford, and just help out these projects and these kids and these projects and stuff like that. So I started hanging with the 100 Strong Brothers, and just meeting up at certain events where they was, you know, doing stuff as far as bringing food to these events, public speaking to these events, you know, entertainment, music, whether it's rap, R&B, whatever, and stuff like that there, art, you know, the whole nine, man. You know, the basketball events in the summer and stuff like that. These guys were hosting all this stuff, and these guys were coming together collectively in the community of Rockford, specifically the west side of Rockford, and just trying to raise money through the community to spill back into the community, and also trying to figure out a way to get the city involved with you know, funding or sponsoring certain events that 100 Strong was doing. So I was into what those brothers were doing, and I seen it as an opening for me to kind of figure out something positive to do, man, because I was so close on the brink of like, fuck the job shit. You know, I'm ready to figure out, man, how to get some money again. You know what I'm saying? I was on the brink of that. So hanging with the 100 Strong Brothers actually kept me focused, if you will. And, you know, those brothers, man, some very special brothers still to this day, doing good work, great work in their community, man, in the west side of Rockford, man, on the west side of Rockford, man, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so I started hanging with them, and I came up with the idea of, you know what, I'm gonna start my own little business selling pictures, man. I'm gonna sell black art, you know what I mean? Black culture, black art, you know what I'm saying? Anything pertaining to us as a people, I'm gonna start selling that, man. And so what I did with that idea, to follow up with it and follow through with it, is I got in touch with the homeboy Alex, man. Alex, you know what I'm saying, is from Dixon, Illinois with me. He got family in Chicago, and I don't know, I think I might have shared it at one point earlier on, you know, in my YouTube videos, and you know, coming to the channel and the platform and stuff. I think I might have spoke about Alex at some point there, just a little bit. But if not, Alex was a guy, man, that was probably about 6 years older than me, you know, and you know, took me under his wings, man. We used to go to Chicago here and there, man, and just do some little shopping in the old Jewtown and stuff like that, man. Those of y'all that's familiar with Chicago and familiar with the whole Midwest in that area and stuff like that, they were ever been in there in the early '90s, man. You know, spot called Jewtown, man. You go down there and you get your deals on you know, the flyest things as far as what we was wearing as a people and as a culture. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. I used to go down there with Alex, man. He took me under his wing when I was younger, early teenage years, and did some shopping with him out there, and just got familiar with the vibe in Chicago. I had always been going in and out of Chicago even before my teenage years, when I used to visit my grandmother, and she used to come meet us in Chicago, and then we'll take that bus, the Greyhound bus from Chicago to Dixon. So I had always had an infatuation and thing for Chicago and everything like that. Of course, you know what I'm saying. Just Illinois. If you got anything to do with Illinois, you from Illinois. You know what I mean. You gotta respect Chicago. You know what I'm saying. Regardless how you feel about your own neighborhood, your own little city or little town. You know what I'm saying. So I hooked up with Alex, man. And Alex, man, you know what I'm saying, gave me the plug on where to get the pictures from and stuff like that there, man. Wholesale, you know what I'm saying, wholesale plug on the pictures, man. So I started grabbing like almost 30 pictures, man. Every time I made a trip up there, I was getting, you know what I'm saying, the big sizes. I was getting the wide sizes. I was getting the small sizes. I would just get a combination of 30 pictures, man, and just bring them back to Rockford. And I had a little spot on the corner of Auburn and Central, on the west side of Rockford, and it's like a little hair store right there, connected with some other little stuff. And I was on the when you swing around that corner on the backside of that hair business right there, there's just a straight wall right there, and people was parking right there. You know what I'm saying? So, give you an idea, I was right here where that wall is, and I parked my Bonneville in there and everything, and started selling those pictures, man. Look at my best, put those pictures out on display around my car. You know what I'm saying? No sign up or nothing, just look at my best, man. You know what I'm saying? Dress shoes on, dress clothes on, and you know what I'm saying? Summertime coming. At least it's warming up. It ain't summertime, but it's warming up. You know what I mean? And this going into the month of April. And I did that from the month of April all the way into the mid part of May, And I remember like my first 2 weeks in of me selling these pictures and stuff. I was meeting a lot of women, of course, man. There was a lot of women, man, because the beauty salon was right there, and then there was some other stuff next to it, and those women would all park on that side of the building where I was at. It was the perfect spot, man, you know what I'm saying, for whatever it is you want to do. I was doing something legit. I was selling pictures. And I remember I met this lady, man, that was the same age as me at the time. I was, this was 2016, so I was, what was I? I was 36, I was 36, and I had met, a lady by the name of Nadia. I met a lady by the name of Nadia. Nadia was Afrocentric, kind of woman. You know what I'm saying? Had the little dreadlocks and stuff like that, and just caught my eye, man. You know what I'm saying? And so what happened is she wanted to buy something. But she had already went to the store, the salon store, and got some things out of there, which was more important than the pictures, of course. And she didn't have no money really to really buy anything, you know what I'm saying? So, but she still stopped to talk to me and gave my whole little, picture display some time and stuff like that, and a compliment, you know what I'm saying, as to what I was trying to do right there and what I was doing with the pictures and trying to sell them. So I remembered Nadia, you know what I'm saying? And she just told me to give her a call if I get some more new stuff or whatever like that there, man, you know what I'm saying? Because she didn't have the money at the time for this picture that she wanted, and it was gonna sell. It was one of those big old pictures too. It was big. It was black art about black love. It was big, and it was gonna be gone, and it was gone. So I kept her number. I ended up calling her. Towards the end of May. I ended up calling her, and I didn't really make no money, y'all. I was selling them a little cheaper than what I should have. I wasn't standing on my prices, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I'm getting 30 pictures, 40 pictures, every now and then 40 pictures, but 30 pictures. And man, I'm spending, put it like this, I'm spending probably about $100. I'm spending my gas money to go up there to Chicago as well. And by the time I get through selling everything, and I usually don't go all the way out. I usually have like 7, 8 more pictures, the little smaller joints or whatever and stuff like that. And then I'll go and get some more pictures. So by the time I get through selling and go to re-up and get some more pictures and stuff, man, I'm spending about $100, and I'm really making about close to $40 profit, maybe 50 if I'm lucky, right? So it wasn't adding up. It wasn't fucking adding up. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I kind of, I was doing something positive. And if I would have stuck with it, I probably could have figured it out, got them pictures for a little cheaper, and still sold them. That's just me, though. That's just the way I am. Anything that I sell, I'm always, whether it's drugs or whatever the hell it is, man, anything that I sell, I'm always trying to give the people the best deal possible. That's just what I do, man, because in my head, if you got a good price, people gonna buy it, of course, especially if it's something that they want. And then if it's something that they want and you got a good price, you're gonna keep turning over. But like I said, I wasn't getting enough pictures for me to turn over like that. You know what I'm saying? So, and I wasn't about to go ahead and go all out and spend like no $400-500. Like I was getting ready to, like I would with half ounce of cocaine and stuff like that or whatever. You know what I mean? I wasn't finna go out like that and have that many pictures. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't finna have that many pictures, man. You know what I'm saying? But I had the business cards and everything, man. I was really, it really taught me something, man, as far as being a businessman and trying to do something legit. I had my own business cards made and stuff, man, online. Got my own business cards. I had a little stack of business cards I was passing out. You know what I mean? I was really, I was really doing some good work. You know what I mean? And for the people as well, man. And I got some really good responses and compliments while I was out there on Auburn and Central like that, man, So, that's that. But I ended up getting up with Nadia, giving her a call. And, so then now I'm talking to Judy a little bit, but I'm talking to Nadia a little bit more now. I'm talking to Nadia a little bit more now. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, what can I say, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just became more invested with Nadia, and I ended up stopping the whole picture thing come May, right? To like in not the end of May, like I think it was like I think I said the end of May earlier, but what I meant was not the end of May. It was like mid first couple weeks of May. You know what I'm saying? And so I stopped everything, right? So I say that to say this, right? Yeah, man, I was really just trying to figure out what my next move was as far as for the time being, because my whole thing was I was getting ready to go to Southern California, San Diego County, you know what I'm saying, by June. You know what I'm saying? By June, I was getting ready to go check in with my parole agent. As soon as I checked in with my parole agent, I was getting ready that same day. So, only thing I needed to do was fix this whole. We'll find out. I ended up getting the rims. I got the rims. I ended up going on Craigslist. I found a guy, another brother, that had an extra set of rims he was getting rid of. I think he gave me the rims and the tires for I think $250, maybe $400, about $400. He gave me the rims and the tires for $400. They were 19-inch rims, Giovanna rims. You know what I mean? 19-inch Giovanna rims. I put on my 9.8 Evergreen Bonneville. And that was all prior to me, talking with Nadia, giving her that phone call, and even taking her out on a date and stuff like that and all that there. That was all within that time frame there. You know what I'm saying? And so at the end of May, I got the Giovanna rims on, 19-inch rims and stuff like that there. But I was checking on my as I was checking on my car when I got those Giovanna rims, I realized when they lifted the car up, you know what I'm saying? Because before I got the Giovanna rims, I had some 22s that my homeboy AD sold to me, and those 22s just wouldn't fucking fit. So I ended up wasting money with those 22s that AD had for me, and I had it in the sky at one point, raised up, so just to see what was, you know what I mean? Like, they told me the front's gonna fit, but the back ain't gonna fit, you know? So when I had it raised up in the sky, I seen a lot of rust underneath that motherfucker, man. It was, you know, that Midwest winter time, you know what I'm saying, for a 9.8, and it's 2016, man, you know, that's you know, 9.8, 2008, 2016, you know what I'm saying? So, man, that's a lot of time right there, right? You know what I'm saying? That's 18 years that car's been around. I only had that car from October of 2015, the previous year. You know what I mean? And so at 100 some thousand miles, low 100,000 something miles on it. You know what I'm saying? In the low hundreds. So I was just like, man, you know, when I raised that car up, man, and I seen all that rust underneath there, I'm like, this thing ain't gonna work. Cause also I was trying to get some new control arms. I was trying to clean that motherfucker up a little bit, because I wanted to really, in my head, I was like, man, I know this car ain't gonna make it, so I gotta try to figure out how to make it work. I want to take this car to California. So they told me when I was trying to get those control arms and stuff on the bottom and everything, just figure out how to get that rust away and get the vital parts that I needed, get the new parts, And they told me, they said, man, it don't make no sense to tear that stuff apart, man, because, you know, the frame, underneath the frame is so rotten out. You put some new stuff on there, it ain't gonna hold up anyway. So I said, okay. I gotta come up with this last little plan to get the hell up out of here. So I gotta get me a car, another car. But I ain't got the money to pay for a car outright, right? So I still got my job at Kettleway and all that stuff there at this time, but I'm on the brink of quitting this motherfucker, right? And so I started hanging out. I quit doing the pictures. I need a new car, you know what I'm saying? And I'm rocking with Nadia, you know what I'm saying? So what I do, you know, I ended up looking around, you know, for what I was gonna do as far as getting a car. Who would finance me the quickest on a car? I need to get finance, man, you know what I'm saying? So, believe it or not, I went to JD Byrider on East State, and started looking for a car. JD Byrider, I went over there because I knew for sure I had heard people talking about they was financing their car, got their car from over there. So I went over there, you know what I'm saying? And I heard they was financing people over there with a little bit of nothing. You know what I mean? You can have $200-300, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Go over there and get you a car, right? So I went over there. I was still working at, well, actually, I went over there, and when the time I went over there, I had just quit my job at Kettle Foods. I had just quit my job at Kettle Foods, right? And I had got another job real quick through the same temp agency, and went over here to Rockford Ball and Screw, off of South Main Street, right around the corner from Route 2. And this place was a company, of course, the name says it all, you know what I mean, was about, you know, screws and washers and nuts and things of that nature, whatever, and stuff like that there, man, and having a certain threading on them and all of that there, man. That's what it's about. So basically what I was doing was learning how to work the machines, so that way when you put these certain types of screws in there, they'll have a certain type of threading on them or whatever and stuff like that there, man, to when they go to the stores and, you know, like the Home Depots, the Lowe's or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I was learning how to do, was work the machines and put the right amount of you know, whatever this stuff was that made the certain threading for these screws. So that's what I was doing, right? I was getting paid $15 an hour. I only had that job for like 2 weeks, man. And I had only got one check from them by the time I went to JD Byrider. I got one check from them, man, right? So when it came time for me to go to JD Byrider, you know, I was just gonna straight up tell them, like, hey man, I just started this job, you know, and you know, I need a car. I got a car already, but I'd like to trade this car in and make a payment on, you know what I'm saying, another car, right? So that's what the hell, I just had to tap that right quick, man, because she trying to call me. So that's what the hell I end up doing, right? That's what I end up doing. And so I remember looking at, they told me what I could look at, you know what I mean, at JD Byrider. They like, man, you in this section over here, you know what I'm saying, look at this, right? So I went through the little section real quick. First thing I seen was another Bonneville. I seen another Bonneville. It was a 2005, and not only was it a 2005, but it was hella clean, no rust on it, because I definitely went underneath it, did my little push-up stance and went underneath it to see. I'm like, okay, ain't no rust on that. 2005, and it's 2016. It's only 11-year difference, but this thing looked like it's been well taken care of. It had a hard top on it, made it almost look like it was a drop top, you know, but it wasn't. But it had a hard top on it, sunroof, you know what I mean, and you know, I'm like, the only thing I want to do is trade my car that I have now, this little rusty 9.8 Bonneville, and you know, make some payments on this thing right now, man. You know, I got my first check coming next week. That's what I told them, you know what I mean. And I'm like, hey, you know, I'll trade this car in, give you damn near all of my first check next week. You know what I'm saying? And we good. We can do this. You know. So that's exactly what the deal was, and that's exactly what we came up with, right? So we did that. Everything was all hooked up. The following week I came. I hurried up and took my Giovanna rims off. You know, cause and they already told me too in the whole package deal. They like, man, those same rims you got on your 9.8, they gonna fit perfectly, and they gonna look even more cleaner and better on this car you getting ready to finance right now. I signed off all the paperwork and all that stuff there, man. Put the original stock tires on the Evergreen 9.8. You know what I'm saying? And we came over there that following Friday, pushed the deal through. You know what I'm saying? Signed the paperwork. Only little note they gave me as far as verbiage, verbatim, was, hey, you know what I'm saying? You know, there's a track on this car. You know what I mean? So wherever you at, you know, and you don't follow up with the payments or whatever, you could be on vacation, whatever, you know. But we gonna come get that if we got to. You know what I'm saying? Don't matter where you at, right? So I think they kind of did that because they kind of probably did their homework. I had just made a post on Facebook where I was talking about, you know what I'm saying, going to California, you know what I mean, and being over there on that side of the map and enjoying myself for the summer. So I don't know, maybe they seen that or whatever, man, you know what I'm saying? At least that's what it sounded like. Anyways, I got the car. I pull up, you know what I'm saying? Malcolm spot. Malcolm, like, he didn't know what I was doing because, you know, me and Malcolm, man, we cool and everything. Like, I'm staying under this roof and everything like that there. But I wasn't sure if I was going to get this car. So when I got the car, it was a total surprise. When they seen me pull up back there in the driveway on Court Street there at Malcolm spot, they like, oh, okay, Blac got a new car. Yeah, Blac got a new car. I got a new car. And I got a whole fucking new plan now. Since I got this car, man, I'm definitely on my way to California, right? So this is May, going into late May now and all that stuff there. And I'm just waiting now. I'm licking my chops. I'm just waiting. You know, I'm just waiting. I'm like, man, all I gotta do is check in with my parole agent. Once I check in with my parole agent, phew, I'm gonna have my shit packed. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to get the hell up out of Illinois. I'm ready to make this drive, man, to this West Coast. And I ain't never even been to the West Coast. This is my first time getting ready to make this shit happen, man. So I'm excited. I'm anxious, all that stuff there. As far as with my family and stuff, to fill y'all in what's going on with my family at this time, you know, I'm keeping it hush as far as, you know what I'm saying, I'm not really letting my family know what my next move is, you know what I'm saying? Because this is the part of the story in my life where, you know, either I go for this shit or I just motherfucking, you know, just be okay with being a regular dude in Illinois, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, just not going after my dreams at all. And my dreams at the time was, you know, to find this entertainment thing in the rap, you know, and just explore a whole new world that would be more welcoming to me being Fast Blac at the time. I was Fast Blac, you know what I'm saying? Right now I'm Blac Don't Stop. But at the time I was Fast Blac, meaning, you know what I mean? Like I was leaning towards, man, getting back in it, you know what I'm saying? As far as my family stuff, just pulling y'all up to speed with my family thing, I wasn't really letting them know what's going on. I was keeping it hush. I was just making it, conversation about what's going on around me in Rockford and what I was doing. And of course, I was pulling up on them still, and I definitely went over there and pulled up on them when I got my new car, my 2005 Bonneville, you know what I'm saying? And I slapped them Giovanna rims on there. I went and hollered at everyone over there, man, back in Dixon, back at home, and, just feel good, man, to show up in my hometown and just be like, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing all right. Y'all see me, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, after I did that, went and checked on my family and stuff, man, and talked with them and everything, and showed out a little bit. It wasn't that much further, man, down the line when I seen my parole agent early June, that first week of June there, and I had my bags packed, man. Had my bags packed, and of course, remember I was telling you I was talking to Nadia, man. I was talking to Nadia pretty good, man. I met her 3 kids and everything like that there, man. She had one son that just came home out the joint. She had another son that was on his way to the joint, you know what I mean? But he was out in the streets fighting it, and she had a younger boy, you know what I mean, that was around the house a little bit more, and he was about like 10 years old or whatever. I think his name was KJ, But, I was doing a lot of hanging out with her and stuff, whatever, and I didn't really tell her, but one time, maybe two times, that I had planned on going to California, and she really didn't want me to go. Of course, she took a liking to me and stuff like that there, and but I knew I couldn't tell her because she had took too much of a liking to me, and so I'm just saying it to say, man, you know what I mean? Like, everybody got a friend, everybody's in a relationship. Everyone is, maybe even married, whatever. Everyone has somebody in, you know what I mean, in the background or with them that they rocking with. And when it comes time to these type of decisions, it is what it's gonna be, And my situation with Nadia, she didn't want me to go, right? I don't think any woman would have wanted me to go. As far as what I brought to the table. How you doing, man? As far as what I brought to the table, you know what I mean, and just having a genuine spirit about myself and stuff like that there, man. I don't think any woman, regardless if we was friends or friends working towards a relationship or really knee deep in a relationship, either which way, I don't think. So what I did was I just didn't tell her. I had my bags packed, I was ready. I seen my parole agent first week of June on that day. I don't remember what day it was, but I know it was a weekday, you know what I'm saying? I got through, went downtown Rockford, seen him real quick at the office, and then I hurried up, man. I already had my bags packed, and I went over there and got me some chicken. Matter of fact, before I went and got the chicken, I had went to my homeboy that was doing, he had his own little car shop, and over on the south side of Rockford, and I went over to him, and I had him take off the damn tracker, man. He got his own shop. He good with cars and all this stuff there, man. So he knew how to take off that motherfucking tracker, man. He knew where to find them, man. Whether it was underneath the steering wheel or whether it was, you know what I'm saying, underneath the dash, whatever. Like, he knew where they was all at. Working at a previous car dealership before he had his own little auto mechanic shop on the south side. So I went to him, man, instantly, man, said, take this shit out, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting ready to make a move, man. You know what I'm saying? Fuck JD by right. I mean, that's what I was thinking. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it real, right? So, yeah, man, he took that out. And he took that out that same day. After I seen my parole agent, I hurried up and went over there, had him take that shit out, stopped at the chicken joint, Popeye's joint, you know what I'm saying, over on the south side there, got me some chicken, you know what I'm saying? I had about, no lie, y'all, I had about $900 and some short change. And I'm about to go ahead and drive over here, man. The homeboy that I grew up with, Willis, I had been talking to him and letting him know, like, it's coming. he didn't think I was coming. He thought I was bullshitting or whatever and stuff. Man, he like, man, he on parole, all this stuff here. He ain't gonna do it. So I'm on the road, man. I end up doing it. I'm out of there. You know what I mean? Got on the phone with him, let him know, hey man, I'm on my way over there, man. He like, what? Like, for real? And I'll never forget this, man. He was at a panic because he like, man, you coming over here and you really ain't got no place to go or nothing like figured out like how you gonna do this, but you coming over here, man. You sure you wanna do this? Like you my homie, I'm gonna see you when you get over here, you know, that's what you say you're gonna do. But the unspoken word was, you know, I got a family and stuff like that there, man, and I ain't gonna be able to be running with you like that, you know. Are you really gonna be okay out here, man? Because it's a different animal out here, man, in Southern Cal, man, San Diego County and whatever. And I said, man, yeah, I'm gonna be all right. And I'm on my way, you know what I'm saying? And then I remember Nadia calling me. I hadn't even made it to Iowa yet, you know what I'm saying? And she called me, she like, man, where you at? I just want to see if you coming over. I'm like, man, look, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm gone. I'm on my way to California now. She couldn't believe it. She just kind of paused. I knew right there, man, she was gonna get emotional and all that stuff there, man. And she showed up there, started crying and stuff. She's like, man, you know, I was just trying to figure out a way how to keep you here. But you done took off, you done left. So, I say all this to say this, and I'm gonna stop the story right there. Sometimes in life, you gotta go for what you know. You gotta do what the fuck your heart telling you to do. And you can listen to what everyone else talking about if you want to. But at the end of the day, you gotta remember, man, it's your life and your decision. And I made my decision to leave Illinois and go explore the new world of Southern California and San Diego County. In my 2005 Monteville on Giovanni rims. Yeah. I made the decision to go do that. And to this day, that was 2016. It's 2026, man. You know what I'm saying? 10 years later, I'm okay with that decision. Obviously, it's already made. You know, it taught me a lot. And I'm leaving the story right there. I'll catch up with y'all, you know what I'm saying, next week. Oh, and I want to shout out Alex at the Los Altos skate park I met up with last week. And then the other two young gentlemen, I'll shout out Alex and Knox. And then there was two other young gentlemen over there at Los Altos skate park. You guys getting ready to see that interview here too. By the name of Hendrix and Jaden. And I want to shout y'all out too, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all keep doing what y'all doing. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. It's the summertime. And as y'all already know, man, I ain't perfect. I ain't perfect. You see it? Sinner. I ain't perfect, man. I ain't perfect, man. Nobody's fucking perfect. But are you brave enough to look yourself in the mirror and be okay with your decisions in life? That's it, man. I'm gone. Hey, man, keep moving, even in your sleepwalk. We gone, man. All right? Holla at y'all.